The University of Minnesota Landscape Arboretum is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. I love to come and learn about all kinds of plants and flowers, but they have other things that go on here as well. And today we are going to talk with Heather, a yoga instructor, and learn about a yoga program that goes on right here at the Landscape Arboretum. I've never done yoga outside before, Heather.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
So what are the benefits of doing yoga in a setting like this?
Well, I mean, obviously nature. You know, if you read the science articles, there's always some article relating to if you go out in nature, some cells or pheromones and what have you in the body is renourished. So you're combining that with just breathing. Breath connects to the nervous system and connecting to your body. So really it comes down to making connections, right? So who wouldn't want to make connections with themselves and make connections in the environment of nature, which is basically what we're groomed and grown to do.
So I have a confession. Which is I have tried yoga in a variety of different ways, and I'm really envious of people who talk about what they call finding their breath, or they love yoga and it really benefits their life. I really struggle with it. It's hard for me. I'm not very flexible and often feel like lost in what the moves are. Do you think yoga would ever be a possibility for me?
And actually, you're at an advantage. And believe it or not, the person who struggles the most and feels the most right away actually can make the greater connections. You're at an advantage because of the rigidity and the stiffness behind it. And we find then learning how to practice what is reactions, right? That's the little hate symbol that comes across the mind, the wanting to walk right out. That's where the persistence and the practice and training the mind comes in. Connecting the breath to the fluctuations of the mind, right? Your distractions, changes the biochemistry of how your body responds. And then that sends a different firing mechanism to the muscles and stretching your body and working with your body in different ways. So the more that you feel, the more that you heal is pretty much the statement that comes from that. And it's just a matter of continually practicing what you resist the most.
That's interesting. When I look at people who practice yoga all the time, what I really think about is, and what they mostly speak about, is what it does for their physical person. So I think of it as a form of exercise, but it sounds like obviously it's much deeper than that.
Right. The physical aspect of the exercise is actually just a byproduct of the entire practice. The real purpose is bringing the peace and happiness and connectivity to the well-being, so you're not suffering as much. A lot of our suffering happens deep within and what we're avoiding.
Well, I think that sounds very interesting to me, because we could all use more peace in our lives, right?
Yes.
Would you be willing to show me a couple of moves that I could maybe just do in my own home to help me get more acclimated so I would feel more comfortable than attending a class?
Absolutely.
All right, I brought my friend Lisa with me today.
Oh, great.
As my support system. Lisa does do yoga, so
Okay.
she's here with me. Can we go and do that?
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
I'm a little nervous about this, but what you've just said to me is inspiring me to go at this again. So
Fantastic.
I really do want more of that peace and balance in my life. Okay, here's Lisa. Are you ready?
Yeah, well, why don't you find a seated meditation just like Lisa?
Okay.
Absolutely. So just close your eyes and lift up through your chest and just observe the breath actually coming in and out of the nose, and even the sensations, the expansion of your chest, the spreading of your chest, the belly. Right? It's something as simple as that. You're actually observing the physical structure of your body moving with your breath. And all these yoga postures, they're just basic shapes to get deeper into your body, deeper into being able to actually come to this place of stillness. It's kind of like an eye of the storm. Equanimity, that middle path, means that you can still breathe like this regardless of what obstacles you're facing, to get into the experience. Right? So just observe just these few moments here. Just breathe deeply. And then eventually you're just going to come over the top of your legs and plant your hands at the top of the mat, Tuck your toes under and take your sit bones up to the sky. This is an inverted V, downward facing dog. You really feel like a lopsided triangle. Anytime you turn your head or even your heart above your navel, it's actually an inversion. And this actually changes a lot of things. So if you're feeling stressed, this is a really good just baseline posture. Now both of you, bend your knees slightly and press your hips up a little bit high towards the sun. Yeah, feel how the back activates, right? When you're more engaged in your body, then you're a little more attentive. Good, now inhale, pick up your right leg. Take it up to the sky. Yeah. And then you're gonna squeeze the knee into your chest as you come forward. Squeeze it forward. Now you're gonna drop the leg down into pigeon. You're gonna drop the right knee right behind the right wrist, and then the ankles behind the left. Good, the left leg extends. Happy you're gonna enjoy this with the hips. Take a big, huge inhale, lift up, walk your hands back just a little bit. Good, and then exhale, walk your hands forward, chest leading. Now I know this got right into that love spot for you, Happy, but now this is where you start finding your rest. Start breathing into your back. Start softening your shoulders. And just close your eyes down. If the eyes pop open, that's a sign that we're still in that heightened stress mode. The work begins when we want to come out. Right? That which we resist the most is what we persist the most. Our minds are so overeducated and undertrained. And we start to find that because now all sorts of thoughts, considerations, justifications for going to go do the laundry start setting into play right now. And just keep breathing. This is where feeling more gets us deeper into our body. And again, just breathe so deeply into your back. This is such a good practice to do every single day when you're running around so much. Your hips take so much flack, so much heat. We don't even know it. Now inhale, come back up. And then exhale, take it back to three-legged dog.
Oh, I'm taking this leg out.
Yeah, there you go. Just figuring it out's good. Good, drop down to your knees. Woo. All that you did today is definitely a practice that you could do every day just to shift.
That was very easy. I mean, but I could feel it. I like to run and my hips get really tight, so I could definitely feel it. It's great though. Thank you for teaching me some new things, Heather.
Absolutely, thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.